Hello and welcome back to another video, this time talking about this weekend, which featured the Korean Fan Festival for Final Fantasy XIV in Seoul. The FanFest let attendees enjoy the usual excitement that comes with a FanFest event we might see in the West. Some of the surprising things for us to take from this then is some brand new information on the keynote and a couple of other sections of the FanFest we got to see, including information on the upcoming content on this expansion, first of which, and possibly the biggest to talk about, is Cosmic Exploration. This is a feature we know very little about since its original announcement only talked about as lifestyle content. During the keynote at FanFest Korea, two slides in addition to what we've already seen were shown. The first here depicts some form of airlock or structure that definitely looks like it's something that you would see in a space game more than Final Fantasy XIV traditionally. It's pretty cool with that real tech vibe and that spacey, kind of like the moon base sort of vibe going on there. During the presentation, Naoki Yoshida, the producer and director for Final Fantasy XIV, tells the audience that they're still not sure whether to implement rankings for this content similar to that of the Firmament of Ishgard, to which the Korean fans seem to cheer for. So it looks like this is going to be an Ishgard restoration type deal. The content is described as, quote, a new place to explore in space. Come together, Cosmo explorers, with curiosity for the unknown and an unwavering spirit for craftsmanship, end quote. So this pretty much confirms we're looking at a space exploration version of the Firmament of Ishgard then. In addition to these previous screens that we've seen before of this content, as you can see here, one of the apparent moon base from the outside of that structure looking like it's on a moon or something. And then the other picture we originally saw of this wild and vibrant alien world, they actually show us one final new slide featuring this, which shows these mechs. You'll also note here that if you look closely, there's a row sat in the pilot seat of one of these mechs. Could this be a mount? It certainly looks like we're going to be building this or using this to some end on a far away part of space. It makes me very excited for this though, really excited. I still don't know what this content's going to feel like, whether it's only going to be crafting and gathering related, how combat roles are going to fit into this, but you can imagine it's going to be quite a big thing if it's set, you know, in a different part of space on different worlds. It's quite a thing to take in, isn't it? Who knows how they'll do it. Another great bit of information from the keynote in Korea was the mention of the new field exploration content, so similar to Eureka or Bozja if you want to know what field content is. The Crescent Isle Mirage Island, or Shades Triangle as we know it, is apparently based on Final Fantasy V, as you can see from this little bit of artwork shown during the mention of it. So it's going to be Final Fantasy V vibes. So Final Fantasy V then has this place called Phantom Village, which is a town on the merged world in Final Fantasy V. I'm trying not to spoil the game for you. If you want to go play it, it might be a good time. Time stopped in that town, basically, and it's been lost to the interdimensional rift for over 1,000 years. So in our version, we can probably see plenty of references to this, maybe more Final Fantasy V related rewards, things like that. So similar to how the, you know, Bozja and Eureka had Final Fantasy XI rewards related, maybe this will be Final Fantasy V related rewards. So very excited for this one, especially now we've got a little bit more context what it's based on. Mirage Island, oh boy, can't wait for that. And then lastly, for the big news, they show this slide during a talk about the Echoes of Vana'diel presentation, talking about the new Alliance raid. This is the first time we've seen mention of a boss inside the Alliance raid. They've kept it pretty you know, tight-lipped, and they chose to show off this during the keynote. For those who don't know, this is Final Fantasy XI's Fafnir boss. And as you can see there, the background behind the boss appears to be the Dragon's Eyrie, remade into our game. It is absolutely fantastic to see this. I do wonder if we'll see references, you know, will we see darters? It would be awesome to see the raid feature the Dragon's Eyrie, maybe the Valley of Sorrows and Behemoth's Domain, but who knows at this point. But we can confirm that at least Fafnir made the cut, and they look amazing. It does look pretty awesome, doesn't it? Really excited for this one. And finally, there's a bit of a takeaway from the FanFest in this shot, where they explain the reason for the unlockable outfits that you can put on Scions. So there was a whole panel where they talked about, you know, the reason for each design process for the costumes. Obviously, they're on a summer holiday, but you can unlock these outfits when you've leveled all of your trusts to maximum. But the best thing from this, I had to include this, they say, Alphino wrote a letter to his father saying they were going on holiday to the continent of Tural this summer, to which his father replied in another letter explaining that he didn't feel too wild about the way the adventurer addressed his wife during the custom deliveries questline, so to be wary of letting the adventurer address you. So with that apprehension, they decided to wear their own summer clothes instead of letting you choose. And I think that's hilarious, especially considering what some others did to Emelians. And speaking of dress up, here is a final look then at a brand new Korean outfit that will go onto the cash shop on the Korean version. This is likely to eventually come over to the West in the next few months, or maybe a year from now, who knows. Mentioned to be the Touhou Wanderer costume, which is apparently unisex. So both male and female characters can wear this Touhou Wanderer, which is quite nice, actually. I don't know what this is based on. I need to look into the cultural significance. I'm sure it's based on a real-life outfit, as they usually are. Can't wait to see what this looks like inside the actual game. The artwork's always beautiful, though, isn't it? Perhaps a challenge, then, for the dual dye system with all of those different colours on show. I wonder which bit would dye what. And that wraps up the majority of the cool new info we got from FanFest Korea. If there's anything more, I will be sure to do a video on it. And, of course, there'll be a video linked below, which is the actual live stream itself that was live streamed on YouTube, which is pretty cool for everybody in the world to see. My takes from this then is that cosmic exploration looks incredibly perplexing. As to how the lifestyle content is done on a cosmic scale, that's going to be interesting. How they're going to do it. Instancing? Is it going to be like zones? Who knows? And hopefully that mech is an unlockable mount by the end of it, because I really need that now. Now you've shown me that, I need it. Rankings would be cool to see return, I personally think. But then, what do you think? Do you want a cosmic Ishgard restoration? Perhaps Saint of the Cosmos could be a fitting title. I can see people crafting in my dreams every night when I close my eyes from the last time we did this. So who knows what this is going to be like. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about any of these bits. And yeah, I'm excited, dude. Much love, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.